Hi guys, and welcome to your guided practice with Mrs. Abel. Today you're going to notice that we are going to skip topic 12, which is learning how to tell time, and we're going to jump right into finding the perimeter of a shape. It ties in really well to the topic that we just did, all about polygons, because now that we know about the different sides of a polygon, now we can figure out how long they are. The perimeter of a shape is the distance around an entire shape. So I'm going to take you on a little bit of a walk. So if you get a little dizzy, close your eyes for a second. Hopefully you won't get too bad. Now I'm going to take you over here to my windows and I'm going to show you my yard. Now it's raining today, so it looks a little gloomy. Here's my yard. You're going to notice that there is a fence all the way around it. We have a wood fence on that side, chain link on the end, and chain link on the other side. Well, one day I woke up and our fence literally blew over the one at the very, very end. So we had to order all of that chain link fence to figure out how to keep Olive from running away. So what did we have to do? We had to measure the length of that side, and it was actually 100 feet. So it was a nice measurement to go order things. Okay, now we're going to go sit back down, so don't get too dizzy, because I know it's a little bit jumpy. Have to plug you back in so computer doesn't die on me. So now, when Mr. Abel and I want to redo the other side of the fence, we're going to have to go measure it to find out the perimeter of that shape. So the perimeter is just measuring the sides and then adding them all up. So usually when we're in class, we have a partner next to us. So today I have my bunny, because I'm going to teach you a way to remember how to find the perimeter of a shape. When you find the perimeter, you have to put your hand up, add up all the sides. And then I normally would have you high five your elbow partner, but since we don't have that, if you have a sibling or a parent with you, that would be fine, or you can get a stuffy. So ready? To find the perimeter of a shape, you have to add up all the sides. Yeah. Can we do it one more time? So to find the perimeter, you have to add up all the sides. Yeah. Now Bunny's just going to sit right over here while we do our guided practice. So for this, you're going to need some paper and a pencil. So at any time, if you would like to pause me, that is okay, and go get into your textbook. And today we are on page 310 because we are skipping topic 12. We're going to jump right into this one, okay? All right, so the learning targets for today, oops, I better make this whole screen so you can see it, is I can find the perimeter of a shape by adding all the sides. So today we're just going to work on that. And hopefully you've already watched the video where they were making the pen for the dog, and you already learned how to add up all those sides. All right, so to our book, and number 1. Now sometimes this can be kind of a challenge. You see that we have a key at the bottom, so the scale, each mark is 1 inch. So the hard part for this is I don't have a pen or anything to write with on my computer screen, so I have to make sure to count very carefully. So I always like to start here and go clockwise when I am counting the perimeter all the way around a shape. So let's count together and see how many marks, how many spaces there are. Ready? And I would go, if I had the whiteboard, I would go 1 and put a hash mark there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So on your paper, you need to make sure, and I like to do a cursive lower P. Now I already forgot what the perimeter was. Should I hurry and count it one more time? Hopefully you can count it with me. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That's right. So the perimeter is 16, and you have to make sure that you are always putting your unit because that's really important. So like you see, I have perimeter. I'll make this full screen for you guys. The perimeter is 16 inches, and you see that I put perimeter as a cursive lowercase p. Okay. All right, now let's look at number 2. Now this one here, we don't have to count. We have to add up all the sides. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to make a list. And again, I like to go clockwise, which is this way around. And I'm going to start with 9 plus 8 plus 8 plus 16 plus 7. So I'm going to give you just a second and see if you can figure out what is the perimeter of this pentagon. And this is a concave pentagon. It's a pentagon because it has 5 sides, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and because it has an angle pointing inward. So go ahead and figure out the perimeter. I hope we all agree that the perimeter is, sorry, I can't figure out how to get this off of mirror, so I keep putting things on the wrong side. 48 feet. Don't forget to put your unit. That's very, very important. All right, number 3. In the example above, so remember, it's if you don't have your book, it's from the video. It was this right here where Gus is making a playpen for his dog. It says, how do you know what unit Gus used for the first playpen? Well, how do we know what unit he used? You have to be very careful when dealing with measurement to know the unit. And in this, we had to look at the scale. So I'm going to say Gus gave us a scale. Because really, there's no way that he could draw that whole picture in feet. So he had to make it smaller, but yet a scale means that it's equal. So each one of those little marks will end up to be a foot. All right, number 4. Okay, we have to be precise. That means you have to count very carefully. What is the perimeter of the garden shown in the diagram below? Well, Bunny is going to help me because when we find the perimeter, we have to add up all the sides. Okay, let's see if we can count them. And I like going clockwise again because then I don't get confused. Ready? All right, the perimeter equals 18. Oh, I'm going to look at my scale. Feet. Remember, foot changes to feet. And good job. Perimeter is something that I feel grown-ups use a lot. You can do it when you remodel things, when you're trying to get fencing, when you need to make a vegetable garden. There are lots of reasons that grown-ups would use perimeter. This is one of my favorite topics. I'm really excited about it. So remember, when you look for the perimeter of a shape, all you're doing is add up all the sides. Yeah. Now, there are a couple problems on here in the independent part. These ones here you can do on a paper and pencil. Now these ones here say to draw a figure with the given perimeter. And I will put a link for some grid paper, so if you can print that out and practice drawing. But be careful when you're counting because it can be very, very hard. For instance, sometimes you just get carried away and you just keep drawing your shape. So you have to make sure that you are only counting like for this one here, it would be 14 units. So just being very, very careful. All right. So if you guys have any questions, please, please, please feel free to contact me and I will get a hold of you. Most likely I'll call you. But I hope you guys have a great day and good luck finding perimeter. And remember, if you would like to, you can go on to the problem solving because there are some pretty tough questions on here that will make you smarter. Have a fabulous day, and I will see you guys soon.